it's Brklyn. Welcome back. If you guys are not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe right now and like the video. Comments are welcome. As you're watching this video, please comment. I absolutely love when you guys comment and I get feedback from you guys. So it has been 6 months since my first video, and my first video was on my Nintendo Switch that is refurbished. So I just wanted to follow up with how my experience has been with the refurbished Nintendo Switch. I'm gonna take us way back to little Brklyn years to start off just why I even got a Nintendo Switch. So growing up, my siblings are also gamers, and they always had the TV and were playing games. Well, I wasn't quite as good at video games as they were at that time. I would say I'm a lot better now than all of them. I hope you guys are watching this, Bronson. But Bronson was definitely the one that would not share the TV the most. So he was so nice and would let me have a controller, and he'd be playing Crash Bandicoot or something, whatever game he was playing, he'd find something that I could be with the controller turned off. So with Crash Bandicoot, he would allow me to be Crash Bandicoot's pants. And that worked for a while until I figured out I wasn't really doing anything. So then I was super bummed and I ended up getting a Nintendo DS. I absolutely loved having a Nintendo DS because it was my very own and I didn't have to share with my siblings because they would always win and get the TV over me. So I would be in my room and could just have my very own game going on with the Nintendo DS. Of course, with the Nintendo DS, I added my own style. This was the start of it. I liked pink back then, so I have my cute pink bag and of course purple, pink, and yellow. I have all the fun accessories, and Hannah Montana was one of my favorite games. Of course, Pokemon, and the cool Guitar Hero Rock Band game too. So that's kind of where my fascination with Nintendo came into play. And so when the Nintendo Switch came out, I knew I had to get a Nintendo Switch. I was super apprehensive when I found the refurbished Nintendo Switch online after literally scouring, searching for one during quarantine madness. I couldn't get my hands on one because everyone wanted to have one. And then I found the refurbished one and I was like, ooh, I've never bought a product that's been used refurbished. So I'm like, I don't know, I was super apprehensive about it. But so far it's been great. My first video I talked about how there are quite a few scratches on here and that I want to change the plate on the back. I still think about that all the time and I want to change that. That actually has been the only problem that I've had with this, though, that's bothered me. If you need a Nintendo Switch still and the only one you can find is refurbished, I highly recommend it. I have had no problems at all. The dock, if you have been looking at the dock right here, I have switched it up a little bit. When I opened up the Nintendo Switch, I was shocked because that's not the dock I ordered. It was Pokemon. My nieces saw it and they were fangirling over it. So then I thought back to little Brklyn days when I absolutely loved Pikachu, and I was like, okay, I'll just switch my brother and nieces and have their dock. So they're really excited and they have that one in their hands. So I made this more Brklyn-like. So most of my time on my Nintendo Switch, I have spent playing Animal Crossing. I've played Mario Kart with my nieces a lot, Zelda, Pokemon, all that fun jazz. But actually getting kind of hot. When I first got it, sorry guys, 1 second. I have absolutely become obsessed with Animal Crossing, as you can tell. So my controllers are now and dock is now Animal Crossing themed. Sorry, Bronson, you had this taped on. Oops. Anyways, I literally, when I got my Nintendo Switch, spent all my hours playing Animal Crossing. And it would be a routine. I would go to work. Actually, I'd wake up in the morning and I'd be like, okay, we'll chop some wood, we'll go fishing, we'll do all that, so then I'll have some money for when I get home and the shops will open up. I'd go to work and then I'd go buy stuff from Tom, and that would be the routine every single day. So then I was like, okay, I'm not playing any of my other games. It's just straight Animal Crossing obsession. So then I kind of took a break. With Animal Crossing, you do have to play it every single day in order for your island to be successful. So I was like, okay. But I did take a break. I started playing Call of Duty, and then I went back to Animal Crossing actually recently, and I had roaches all in my house, and I was livid. I'm like, how the heck am I supposed to get rid of these roaches? So apparently you stomp on them, and they were crawling all around every single room. So not just my bedroom, they were in my kitchen, they were in my game room, they were in my bedroom. I'm like, holy crap. So I was pretty bugged, and so now I have been playing Animal Crossing again. But this time around, I've organized my life a little bit better and made room for those other games too. One thing I would like to do is get more colored controllers. I talked about how I would probably have a lot of different colored controllers. Those are actually still kind of hard to get a hold of. I have, every single time I've gone into Walmart or Target, I've looked for different colored controllers, and they have my purple and orange ones. So I'm like, okay, I already have those. That's why I placed these stickers too, to make that fun. But my nieces are super nice, and my brother. They have almost every single colored controller that is out there. And so we have taken turns on sharing our different colored controllers. So that's been really fun. And I love that Nintendo made it so you can switch out your controllers. I think that's really cool. In my latest video, I was in Snowbird, and I touched a little bit about the Nintendo Switch and remote play. I did bring the Nintendo Switch to Snowbird with me, and we played some Mario Kart, my nieces and I haven't gotten a chance to tell you guys that I have used it on the TV, and I love that you can just plug it into your dock, and the capability of it being able to be projected up on your TV is really cool, and no one else has ever done that you can have something that is remote, but yet you can still use it on your TV, and I have really, really enjoyed that. Some of the things I have noticed these past few months with having the Nintendo Switch, I love how organized the apps are all in a row. I think it's super easy to navigate. So I haven't had a problem learning that. Like, I have to learn some new hefty big thing. It's very organized. It reminded me of how my PlayStation looks all in a row. The e-store has been really easy to navigate, and I've loved all the games I've downloaded. With that being said, I do wish it had some of the heftier games that I do love to play on my PlayStation, like Call of Duty or Little Big Planet, Spider-Man. I wish it did offer those. That makes me go to my PlayStation, where I could just, if they had them, I would play them on my Nintendo Switch. The controllers, I love how they're so versatile. You can use this. I haven't really had a need to buy the Pro controller because of this cool thing that I can just add my controllers onto to make it a controller, a bigger controller next to each other. And I also like this controller because of how small my hands are. I think it has been super awesome for me. Then also just the option of being able to turn it sideways and using it like this and having more players play with you. Sorry, Chai Bones. Has been really awesome too. And there hasn't been anything like that. So Nintendo did a really good job with coming out with this Nintendo Switch. That's my refurbished Nintendo Switch 6 months in. I got quite a few views on my first video of the refurbished Nintendo Switch and comments, so I just wanted to do a follow-up video about how my experience has been. And as you guys can tell, I have not had any problems. I have developed an Animal Crossing obsession and loved all of the other games that Nintendo Switch has to offer. The controllers are awesome. I love how versatile they are and that I can add my own style to the dock and controllers. It's been really fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let's get the word out. Let's build this channel together. I could really use your guys' help. If you are not subscribed, please like and subscribe right now. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.